Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge Voyager class Megatron. The Lordship himself finally praises us after, well, me owning this guy for a month and this mold existing for years. This is actually my first official G1 Megatron, because I'm not really gonna count the Triple Changing Titans Return one that I also have, which I didn't grab for size comparison because it doesn't matter, because we have this guy and oh, he looks so good. However, while he does look good, he doesn't feel good. I mean, nothing, like, this thing is so loose because this is a repaint of the Earthrise version, which is a remold of the Siege version, and the Siege version and the Earthrise version have been repainted a lot. So the mold degradation is real on this one. So sadly enough, nothing really works with this guy. I mean, he's got this back piece here, and you got like a tab in, wait, where's the, oh, there's a tab over here, in here, that's supposed to go into that hole, but it just doesn't. Like, no matter what I do, it doesn't go in, which is an annoyance. And also his legs are really loose, which I don't know if I could tighten that up or something like that, if there's like a screw hole or something like that. But anyway, like I said, he looks nice outside of the tank threads just hanging off the back, which to be honest is the only issue. But I don't think they're ever gonna make a gun Megatron, even with the, oh boy, don't fall. No, Megatron, don't. Oh my lord. Lord, why? Oh, you are so annoying. I don't like this figure because of the fact that he just doesn't want to stand, because his legs are way too loose, and they're probably fixes, but I don't like using those because of the fact that because I'm not smart enough to use those things. But anyway, as I was saying, we have a leak for next year about the fact that we are gonna get a leader class Megatron, and please let that be a new mold. I don't care at this point. It's not like Studio Series Jazz, where after I bought it, the Legacy United Autobot Stand United 5-pack was announced. It's not one of those. I bought this set for Soundwave and Shockwave mainly. This thing came by as an extra bonus, and I wasn't gonna buy the Studio Series one, but this one is so loose. Look at that. I just did this and he's falling over. What do you mean? Oh man, this thing is not fun. Anyway, let's get into the details. Been rambling on for way too long, so let's start off with his beautiful head with his eyebrows, which are actually supposed to be his crown, because this helmet was not originally part of Megatron's design. He was originally supposed to have a crown, kind of like Galvatron, but he does look nice. Nice red eyes, white face. We got nice silver here on his chest. The Autobot logo, the Decepticon logo, right? Oh my, I can't do anything with this thing. Oh, yes. Nice Decepticon logo. See? This is how it's supposed to go. I'm not tapping that hard. I'm just like pointing it out. But yeah, I'm also not one of those people who's like, oh look, paint chip. But no. But anyway, we got some nice silver here. Nice Decepticon logo. Nice details here on his tummy. Nice red here on the side. We got nice black underpants. We got some nice paint here on his legs, where the half of the threads are going, because the other half are up here. And we got some nice silver here on the feet, but not at the bottom, because that will scratch off. So this is probably the best G1 Megatron has ever looked. Modern G1 Megatron has ever looked. Also, now the arms just decided to not tab in. Look at this. I'm not even put any power into it. This one stays. Not anymore. Oh my. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This thing is just something else. But also we got some nice silver here on the threads. And yes, he has them on his back, but that is, well, an issue that I personally have with it. But there's no other way. I don't think that they could have done it. But I'm really excited for that leader class figure. And please tell me it's not this mold again, because you've overused it. It is too loose now, and now it doesn't work. Anyway, let us move straight into articulation so his head can rotate, which Of course, that is stiff. His head is on a stiff ball joint. He looks a bit weird because the ball joint is at the back of his head instead of at the middle. So he looks a bit weird looking side to side. Oh my god, that is so stiff, yet everything else is super loose. His arms can go in and out and do a full rotation. Like I said, in and out. We got some rotation here at the bicep and we got a elbow bend about that far. He also has a hollow gap here, which people will probably complain about. And his hands don't move, which is something that I'm gonna complain about. Why don't his hands move? Come on. And this is also, by the way, this is also a review of the original Earthrise figure that I don't have. Which at the moment, right now, I kind of wish that I did. But I'm not going to because they have announced a Studio Series version. Anyway, his waist can rotate, but the backpack gets in the way. So you don't get much rotation. You get about that much. And that's it, but do you really need the full rotation? His legs can go forward and they can go backwards. About that far until the backpack gets in the way. He can go in and out, thigh rotation, bend at the knee. And you have some ankle tilt because his feet don't go forward. They go kind of a little bit backwards, but not much. And that is it for the articulation segment. So let's go into the accessories. And to anyone who will comment in my Soundwave review about the fact that I missed an accessory. I did not. This is a set, and this apparently came with the original Soundwave figure, which is kind of funny because he carries something that is meant for Megatron. But anyway, this thing can go on his arm, in his hand. He can hold it like a gun if he wants to. But let's be honest here, this is made to be on his back right here, so Megatron can have his cannon behind his head as he did in the G1 show. Now then, let's go to the actual accessories because Megatron is looking a bit naked. And that's because he's missing his giant fusion cannon. Absolutely, what a nice looking fusion cannon. And you can store it, and you should, on his arm. He has a storage point here, and I think that one works too. That one works too. You can store it here on the back and here on the legs. Those are the points where you can store stuff. Oh my. His arms are also really tight. But then like this is loose, this is loose, this is loose. Oh man, this figure is so good and so crap at the same. And so bad at the same time. Oh boy. This is not fun to handle. But I like this figure still, kind of. Anyway, then finally you get this weird thing, which is actually the turret of the tank mode. Yes, parts forming. Wonderful, right? And you have some articulation here on this thing. And this can be put in his arm as an extra cannon like so. Or, like I put it on his arm, a blade weapon to kill Optimus Prime with, as he should die. Which I actually don't have a G1 Optimus Prime at the time of recording this review, because I did see the fact that the Earthrise one was available, but the only reason that that one was available is because of the fact that the leaks say that the Commander class for Studio Series for this year is going to be a G1 Optimus, which at the moment of recording this has yet to be revealed. But I'm very excited to own that one. But yeah, but he comes with this blade turret thingy, which, you know, we'll just pull off his arm because he doesn't need it. This is kind of like those little. Also, he comes with this thing, which is for tank mode. But you can just plug it down in here. But anyway, it's kind of like those ships that Galvatron comes with, that nobody really cares about, and they didn't even really have to include, but they did it anyway. But yeah, that's kind of what this is. So let's put this off to the side because we don't need it. And for Megatron's final accessory, because I totally didn't forget and thought that this belonged to Studio Series Starscream, here we have Megatron with his throne. Something else that this set also comes with. And it will only be shown off here. So let's seat Megatron down into his throne. Get his legs all situated so he can kind of, but not really, sit on the throne. The problem is, this thing, sadly enough, cannot be part of it. Oh, no. But here we have Megatron on his throne. The only one. Man spread as far and wide as your Legs can go, Megatron. Here he is, Megatron on his throne. This throne is absolutely wonderful. Let's get in close on the throne, actually, Megatron. Let's just put you down for now. Look at the Decepticon symbol that is here. This is, by the way, the same throne you get with Studio Series Starscream. So, I have now 2 versions of this throne. And it has kind of been sitting out for a while because I've been waiting to review this figure. But like I said, I forgot. I thought this was the Studio Series one. I was done with the review. I wanted to remove the memory card. I take off the gloves, I look behind me, and I was like, alright, the throne. So, there you go. But, look at how good this throne is. Now, this is where you would store all of Starscream's stuff. Same as in here, you got some holes in there as well. But, Megatron doesn't really have anything to store outside of this bigger weapon, so you could just do this. Store this on the back. Actually, this fell off earlier, so, well, for me. Okay, we'll rotate it around then. You can store this on the back here. And then seat Megatron on his rightful place as the leader of the Decepticons. And there he is on his throne. Grab Megatron off the floor so we can get into, once we have got him standing, maybe on a Wednesday, we can get into size comparison. No, Megatron. So, starting off with the size comparison. I was just talking about him. Here he is with Legacy Galvatron. And this is the Legacy version because it does not come with all the stuff. The siege battle damage or whatever you want to call it. But here we have Megatron and Galvatron together. And they look good together. This Galvatron figure is amazing, by the way. And also, if the Studio Series one is going to be this one, yes. Apparently, next year we're going to get a Studio Series Leader Class Galvatron figure. And if it's this one, that's good enough, because this one is perfect. But let's put them off to the side, so we can get to the next size comparison, and that is his buddies. Soundwave. Oh, wait, Megatron, you... I don't want to move you, but I will move you anyway. Shockwave. And Laserbeak. There you go. The Nemesis Bridge gang together. I'm so happy that they did this instead of including Starscream, because that would have been a big mistake. But let's put them off to the side so we can bring in the aforementioned traitorous scum. With Starscream right here. Here we have him next to the 86 Leader Class Starscream. A figure that I got a huge deal on. Well, kind of. I basically got him for €40, which is the average price of a leader. And yeah, definitely worth it at that point, but it's not worth it for a leader price. But here we got Megatron with his traitorous best friend? I don't know, best buddy. Sure, why not? Anyway, then finally here he is with the Stunticons, because that's about all I still have left. Oh no, I touched Megatron. No, wait, there's actually more. I'll grab them right now, because I forgot about them during the because anyway, there it is. Frenzy and Rumble as well. There you go. I forgot about Frenzy and Rumble because I wanted to put them next to no, actually, let me put them up. Put the camera back a bit. Shockwave's fist is in the shot. But anyway, I wanted to use them with Soundwave, but the Nemesis Bridge kind of made me forget about Frenzy and Rumble. So here they are with these Stunticons looking all nice. And that's about all the Decepticons that I have, because like I said in, I think, the Shockwave or Soundwave review, there I have Scourge, the Sweep, and Nah. And that's about it, because Studio Series has yet to really release any G1 Decepticons, sad enough. So let's put the little ones off the side, and let's combine the idiots. Aha, this time I remembered to open the camera, because we have Menasor for comparison's sake. Ah, man, almost. But yeah, here we have Lord Megatron himself together with Menasor. They look good together. Man, if only he wasn't so loose. It could have been perfect. Takara, if only you checked that out. Because outside that, this figure's great, but it's so loose. And who knows, maybe one day we'll get also a review. You'll also get a review of this bad boy because I really like him. Except for the fact that I'll show this off in the Megatron review. I didn't show this off in the other review. Anyway, listen to this. You hear that? That's how the Ratchet is supposed to sound. Now listen to this. When I first combined him, the Ratchet broke. So in case I forget to mention that later on, at least I have said it right now. But my Manosaurus Ratchet broke. He can still hold up his gun. But like, it doesn't take much. Anyway, but yeah, that is it for the size comparison. This is not your show, Manosaur. This is Megatron's show. Do not... Oh my goodness, you. You are so loose. Why are you so loose? That's sad. Anyway, this is after all the Megatron show, so let us get straight into transformation. So, who's ready to turn this Megatron into a tank? So what you want to start off with, if you haven't removed this yet, remove this piece here and put it off to the side. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate the arm cannon around, fold in the fists. Like so. Make sure that the arms are absolutely straight. Then what you want to do is you want to come back here, open this up, and see here. This was supposed to be lift. Come on. Are you tabbed in or something like that? There you go. Wow, that is the most difficult time I've had untabbing this back piece. But yeah, untab this back piece, lift it up like so, take the arms, like I said, make sure everything is straight, rotate them around, and then you got a peg here that's gonna plug into that hole down there. So just take it and just line it up and put it into the hole. And then what you want to do with this, here we go. Now, first of all, first you make sure to get the threads a bit straight with this. Then you want to push down on everything. And in here you have a tab. Let's see if you can see that. In here there's a tab, and in here there's a hole. And that is a hole that I think the arms, yeah, the arms tabbed in. You gotta tab the threads in there now, and also get in here and just tab these pieces right here together, like so. And now we'll move on, if we can get him to stand, to the legs. So to move on to the legs, what you want to do first of all is rotate the waist all the way around, pull this inner piece out, do the same thing on the other side, obviously. Rotate the leg up, rotate it down here at this joint, and then you want to rotate this whole joint inside of here, so you can tab these two things together. You got a tab here that you can see, and then in here there's a hole, so just tap that together, lift this bad boy back up. Why won't you work right now? Alright, so figured out what went wrong. This is supposed to stay like this here. This is supposed to stay like this. It's not supposed to look like this. So now you can lift it up and push it in. I knew something went wrong, so rotate it out. Also fold in the heels. Forgot to do that one. I just saw that. So anyway, rotate this like so. Rotate this in, but only rotate it at this one and not at this one. So basically just hold this thing together. Rotate this whole thing in like so. Tab it in. Push this up. And we are very, very close to being done. And then with the feet, you can just fold them out like however you want to. And for the next piece, we get this little piece here, which is supposed to go in like this. Here you go. Oh, wait. Just lift up this camera, push this back a bit. But yeah, it's here. Also, the camera died in between shots, so that was also fun. We are supposed to take this and just jam it in here. This can be quite the annoying little excavate, but you are supposed to do this. There you go. Bam! Right there, like so. And then for the final finishing touch, as you see, we are missing something from the tank. The front. So you want to make sure that the blade is at the bottom and the peg is flipped up. Go under here, and then this little tabby in here, will slide right into the cannon's hole. So, make sure you get everything in, and voila! Megatron in his tank mode. So, here we have Tankatron in his tank mode, and this is my favorite mode of this figure because of the fact that he actually stays together in this mode. It doesn't fall apart like the robot mode. But this is one nice tank mode with his feet poking out. I don't know what the best place is for his feet to go. I mean, they're supposed to, I think, go like this. But it would have been nice if they had, like, added an extra joint so that these feet, so that this did not need to exist and the feet could have just, like, filled that gap up. But overall, this is one nice big tank mode. And yes, by the way, I don't think Megatron is ever going to be a tank again. I mean, a gun again. If, like, next year, there is the leak listing of a Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron, and it's just gonna be something like this. I hope not this, because if this mold gets used again, it will fall apart and break. I swear to God, it will be like as if Thanos snapped his fingers and just, you will pull him out of the box and it's like ash everywhere. I don't have an editor or anything, so I can't do that, but yeah, you get my meaning. But this is one nice looking tank mode with all the beautiful silver here at the front, some black here, more silver, more silver. I like how this integrates with each other, but what I don't like is the fact that this is a separate piece that you need in order to finish the tank mode. However, the turret can fully rotate, which normally would be in like an articulation segment, because most vehicles have articulation. Flap up. What? Why doesn't it work? There you go. But yeah, and I guess you also have a little bit of play here. So, pew, 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 kablam! No, wait, that was Warpath. But he looks nice. I mean, look at all the details you have. Let's move the tank turret to the side so we can look at the details up here. Look at that. All these beautiful picked out details. And you can see them so nicely in this beautiful silver, even here at the top of the tank. Oh, this is Megatron's best tank mode yet. I'll say that. And to be honest, I've only seen the other ones in videos, and the only other one I've seen was the Titan's Return one, which I didn't grab for this review, because it doesn't matter. We have a new one. But like I said, this thing looks so nice. Even like silver, like, what are these supposed to be? Like missiles that come out of the tank? I don't know. I don't know why they would be on the outside, but sure. Or maybe they are supposed to be grenades, so someone pops out and just grabs them and starts fragging out. But yeah, but even the gun here, well, the arm cannon there, the feet are hanging out the back, but to be honest, they do kind of blend in, but also don't really blend in. It's like I said, I would have liked it more if it was in here. But overall, I think this tank mode looks absolutely fantastic. You even have these two things, which I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they are here. So, yeah. Now for gun integration, because we already have all the weapons, but this is a Megatron weapon. I'm not going to count this as a Soundwave weapon, because I didn't even use it in the Soundwave review. You have a storage point here, and also on the other side. So to store the big gun. Oh man, too bad this part does not go in. That would have been nice. But yeah, you can also fold it up to make it a bit shorter. So yeah, that's what you can do with this thing to store it, because otherwise there's no real storing point up here. Because this did not come with the original mold of this guy. This came with Soundwave. For some reason. Soundwave doesn't even need it. But anyway, let's move straight into size comparison. So, starting off, let's bring in the lads from the Capture series. So here's Shockwave in his gun mode. Here we have Soundwave in cassette mode. And just for shits and giggles, we are also... And just for the fun of it, we are also bringing in the cassette buddies from Studio series, because I have them here as well. So there you go. This is absolutely accurate. I mean, cassettes are usually like that big compared to a tank, and cassette tapes are usually as big or even bigger than a tank. Same goes for guns, which is why in America they're trying to outlaw them. Not because of how dangerous they can be in the wrong hands, but because of how giant space guns can be. So we always need to be prepared for space guns. Anyway, next up, here he is with his traitorous comrade and his future self. To be honest, from Studio Series, I would rather have Megatron kind of turned into something like this than something like this. Because with something like this, he's got like the visible threads on the back, and it kind of ruins the whole thing a little bit. But I don't know what they're going to do for the leader class next year for Megatron. I'm very excited. The leader class Galvatron that is rumored is probably just going to be this guy again. And yeah, we don't have a Studio Series Starscream because this is Studio Series Starscream. So yeah, let's move them off to the side so we can get some stunted characters in here. Starting off, here's Motomaster, the Rag Strip, Breakdown, Dead End, and Wild Rider. Pull you back a bit. I need to... There you go. There is Megatron with his stunted pals. Absolutely beautiful. And to be honest, maybe actually in scale. I like myself some scale, but I am not a scale nut as in I know scale. I don't know scale. Like, this could be entirely inaccurate. I feel like the truck is supposed to be bigger, but who knows? Anyway, let's get these guys out of here so we can get into reverse transformation. Which is usually something I say when I do the reverse, when I actually go into the reverse transformation. But yeah, so let's get into reverse transformation. Time to get his lordship himself back into robot mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to pull on this thing to pull out the big blade. You can fold out the tab, put it off to the side, because parts forming is very apparent with this guy. Next up, what you want to do is you want to take this piece here and untab it. And I'm just going to show this off. So there's a tab in here and a hole in here, and you can just tab these things together like so. And now we can push it off to the side so we can get into the main man himself, the main Megatron. So what you want to start off with is you want to come in here and undo these side pieces. Untab the legs from the body. Oh, wait, wrong side. And you can't see anything because the camera is way too low. Hello, Lord Megatron. Anyway, rotate the leg like so. And then straighten it out. Fold this piece here back up. Click it into place. And then fold out the heel. And break it off, because for some reason mine always does that. It has done that since the beginning. Like, it will go... Oh my god. Yeah, it will go to a certain point, but I'll never be able... Oh, now I did it. What? Why does this always happen to me? Yeah, okay, his waist is wrong, was the way around. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. So rotate this out, flip this back up, rotate this around, flip out this piece here. Now they both... Okay, this is starting to annoy me because that never worked for me. Anyway, rotate his waist around. Undo these pieces here. They just tab in, so undo them. Lift this whole section up. Untab this as well. Take the arms. Untab one of them from the fusion cannon. Alright, so yeah, but rotate this. Make sure that you push this all the way up. Then you can rotate the arms around and tie up them into place if that works for you. Then you want to basically take this piece here, and there are two tabs here that go into these two slots. So you just want to take them and just tab it in. Fold in these pieces, which are also supposed to tab in, but on mine don't because of mold degradation. Then you want to take the fists and... now we're too high. Fold out the fists. As you do, like so. Make sure that they go into place. Rotate the fusion cannon around, and if you have this thing, plug it onto the back. And here we have Megatron back in his robot mode. So, final thoughts on Transformers Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge Voyager class Megatron, and he is sitting on his throne as he should. Well, yeah, he's so loose. Look, the Earthrise model probably is perfectly fine. But this version of him is so loose that it's like I can't really enjoy him without him being loose. And there are actual screws here in the knees if you push this panel backwards for transformation. But even like you can't really tighten the screws, or at least I couldn't, so that's an issue. So yeah, is it worth it to buy this one solo? No, absolutely not. But if you buy the set, you do get Soundwave and Shockwave, and they are absolutely worth it. And also Laserbeak. But they are absolutely worth it. The set is entirely worth it. I mean, you even get a throne for Megatron to sit on. Too bad you can't rotate the hands, but outside of that, who really cares? Anyway, but overall, like I said, you do get the throne, you get 3 figures and a tiny little extra guy. This set is entirely worth it. I already said that in the other 2 reviews, but I'll say it again. This set is entirely worth it. But in the alone, Soundwave and Shockwave are worth it, but Megatron just isn't. It is the most disappointing figure from this whole set, and really the reason why this set is not up high for me, where it's like, yeah, this is a set that is a must buy, because I'm like, you do get a floppy Megatron, and do you want a floppy Megatron? Like, this set is technically a must buy, but I'm not as excited about it as the Autobot Stands United set, because of the fact of how floppy Megatron is. And you know what, that's really where it comes down to. So like I said, the original Earthrise mold, or even Siege molds, are probably great, but also you have to keep in mind, and I will say this right now, there is a Studio Series version of G1 Megatron coming out next year. So I would just say wait for that one. If you don't have a G1 Megatron in your collection, I would say wait for that one, or buy the set like I did for these 2, and just, I don't know, have an extra Megatron just for the sake of it. I mean, for me, it's an extra review, but yeah, anyway. But that has been my review of the Transformers Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge Voyager class Lord Megatron. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!